inside of myself, I cannot look away. About to crash into my face, just another day on the shelf. Pull me from my silhouette, years we've been estranged. Now a broken shell remains, I cannot embrace what I regret. Round and round, around I go, the spinning makes me ill. An image held inside the very world I build. Please help me now, 'cause I can't even feel enough to know if I get out. I'm numb to the pain, but hollow without. Floating in a world of glass, I can imitate. Got a smile worth its weight when the mirror breaks. There's someone else. Round and round, around I go, the spinning makes me ill. A hostage held inside the very world I build. Please help me now, 'cause I can't even feel enough to know if I get out. Will I allow another friend to try and help and fail?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the elite reschedule for today. Sorry for that hour gap. These teams just don't coordinate with us. They disregard the true carries of CSC, the media team. We have the Hydras, ATL Hydras versus the DRG Orochis. We did see DRG earlier today with their challenger team. Hopefully they can recover the W, I believe. Against ATL here. We're gonna be playing on Nuke. Of course, with me joined to me today is LePookie with Dancing Cactus and Firehawk on the producing and observing side. How you been, Pookie?
Been good, been good. I'm excited to see this game. It's the current top two seeds in Elite. ATL is 6-1 and DRG is 6-2, so very evenly matched teams. Should be a banger.
Yeah, smoked outside. They're gonna be going for a mini push. Insanity here towards the upper bomb side. Boosh picking up one with a nice little peek towards credit card. The A bomb side is gonna be lost here. Insanity and AJ unable to get one of their own, but 100 denials, excuse me, 1,000 denials. Is tagged up to low HP. Boosh still outside towards mini. They're slowly getting crunched in. Jamer onto cancel. And Boosh again. Jamer as well. It's now up to Wisp now in a 1v2 scenario. No kits for the CTs. Bomb is getting close by. Boosh is holding for the swing. Clears out left side. Doesn't hear much. Going for the push. And now Wisp gets taken out. Boosh, a phenomenal 3K in the piss around to close it out. And the Hydras take the very first round.
3v4 retake from the CTs. Pretty impressive stuff. Retaking A nuke is not an easy thing to do.
One of the harder maps or harder sites to retake here. I think it's always a lot harder to take to retake here for both A and B here on Nuke. But we do see a tech timeout from AJ. There was a bit of delay from the start of the map, so I'm assuming they're going to be doing here. But I know I like to say that the standard tech timeout, pause here would be talking about pizza toppings. But I have my poetry book here for one of my classes. And no one can stop me from reading one of the poems in the book, 100 poems that matter. So Pookie, if you want to just talk a little bit about the game, what should we be expecting until I find a poem here?
Sure. So one player to look out for is DRG Mino. They currently have a 1.35 rating on the season, which is pretty impressive. I think it's probably the highest or one of the highest in Elite. So maybe MVP candidate right there. And the game is back. There's no poetry.
the map is back here. Tech timeout. No poem for you guys to be listening today. I didn't actually look for one. I was just trying to see which ones were interesting for me to read for my class here. A very fast molly outside for Boost. The hero of the last round does have the M4A1S, and the HE is gonna be coming out here. All of the Orochis are going to be eating that nade. A lot of damage to ring out, and Boost should be hearing a lot of this noise being made here. Spamming through, gets the first pick onto Wisp. Now they know that there's a fast play outside, and very fast towards Secret. Molly does, or excuse me, Smoke does come in. And I believe that Chip that does pick up the first kill on 1,000 now. Playing around the vents, gets completely demolished by Disco Chimp. That's one of the MP9s down. Bomb is
they get a plant here. It's nice.
Would be nice, but Boosh is really fast on the flank. They try to get this bomb across here. Bomb makes it across, but that lands out in the open. Still holding for Molly. Flash actually does go in here, and Boosh is very fast behind. They're should be encroaching on this. Prevent the bomb plant. They managed to get it out. So the Orochis with the bomb plant down. Very big silver lining, but the Hydras managed to win out as well. Only losing one player in chip.
Yeah, it was very weird. They crossed the bomb alone over towards the door and then put two at sync, and then the guy with the bomb had to jump across to avoid the guy at ramp, so it was kind of weird. But they got the bomb down, which I guess is probably all they were really looking for in the round, so they're probably happy with that.
Yeah, minimal investment, getting the bomb plant down. They would have hoped to take down a couple of more guns, but I think getting the bomb plant down is once again just like the silver lining for the round here. Hydra's still having a good buy, barring Chip Babs, MP9, and Insanity's FAMAS. These are some good weapons to have close range, especially that MP9. Fast fire rate, playing this close range, especially as an anchor, but it doesn't matter. AG does get the dink, but it's not enough to get the kill. Wisp outside though, taking a lot of space. These outside smokes does help out the Orochis really engage in these fights and not have to give up so much control. They flash into garage, and they're clearing this out here. Boost, normally the outside player, playing towards mini, especially after that A site kill. One of the A anchors down. Boost is not ready for this garage player. Wisp could catch a beautiful timing here. but chip up onto Disco Chimp as well. A good trade to equalize the man advantage, but it doesn't seem to be all that helpful. 1,000 nows. Who's pushing through the smoke, gets the first kill! And Mino with the trade back, but Zinsanity has pushed into ramp. Knows there's no one else towards inner. They can now delegate their resources down towards lower. We already have Jamer down already, and I believe Chip Bap is in Squeaky. So we have one player towards Silo, one towards Squeaky, and one on lower. They have the quick rotates down, but Zinsanity is looking and searching for information.
T's and CTs have switched spots on this round. T's are in CT spawn, CT's in T spawn. We'll see where everyone ends up.
Bomb is towards radio. I don't think they have full control of it. I don't think the Hydras know that the bomb is down. We do have Wisp on a recollection mission, trying to regain this map control, regain the space, and regain the bomb. But Jetpack with a great peek onto Mino. A good timing peek overall here. Wisp now left in a 1v3 scenario. Ops to make a lot of noise here. 10 seconds left. There's not going to be enough time to clear out these angles. And I think they've got it here. Yep, Wisp tagged down to low HP. 6 seconds left. Chip Bap onto Wisp. Hydras.
Yeah, very awkward last fight.
Really awkward indeed. I mean, LePookie,
probably should have saved
at
that point. He kind of picked up the bomb, fumbling, running out of time. Needed to kill 3 people and get on the site and plant. He probably should have saved, but it looked good for them in the beginning, but I think they got lobby crunched. They had 3 outside and no one was really watching it. If they had pushed towards CT, they could have had a good shot, but they kind of just got crunched in lobby and lost the round from that.
Absolutely. They had the hero AK onto Mino. You did mention that Mino was a player that, you know, we as the casting desk need to be aware of. Mino is definitely going to be a monster in this game, but starting off 3-0, it's not looking likely so far yet. Could be a slow start, could just be a rough start. The quarter is still early on. We have one player towards Molly towards top hut.
Hey, pop.
And a lot of flashes coming in here. Fan through the smoke. AJ only picks up
Good
one.
Kill.
Another flash does come in. A lot of them coming in onto Wisp. Zinsanity with one. And 4 recovered onto Kanto, planting that bomb backside. Molly towards heaven to prevent any CTs coming up. And the retake is on. Chip Bap very fast from ramp. Bait for some utility. Zinsanity is very pushing out, very far out. Gets a player on site. One more player left inside of hut. That is Wisp, the one to open the round. Can they close it? No, they cannot. 4-0 start for the Hydras. And the Orochis get another bomb.
Yep. Very clean round, I'd say, for the CTs. The guy, A-Anchor, got his 1 kill and got overwhelmed, but the retake was very clean. They were pretty coordinated. And it's tough to retake that when you're on a lot of pistols and just have the 1 M4, so it's understandable that they couldn't hold it.
It's a lot harder to really hold down the sites when the CTs are just encroaching on you fast. You know, you got 2 players towards mini, 2 players pushing in towards ramp, a couple of players underneath heaven waiting for that molly to dissipate. It's hard for you guys to get into a really good position, post-plan position on that side, but I think the bomb plant is still more than likely a good play here. Boosh making their way towards the smokes here.
Ooh, they missed each other.
And they cross paths. He spots it out, but Wisp double clears it out to make sure. We do have cancel onto Jamer as well, pushing in towards hut, I believe, or in towards ramp, excuse me. It's a 3v5 now. The Orochis have a lot of map control, but Zinsanity not willing to let that map or that man advantage keep growing bigger. It picks up the first trade. Still a man advantage for the Orochis, but Chipap once again picking off where Zinsanity had left off, pushing into ramp. When one man pushes, you gotta clear it out there. They equalize.
So much
Chipap
CT aggression this round.
pulling back. This is what the Hydras have been doing the entire season. They're not just sitting waiting for the T's to come to them. They're actively looking for pushes, actively looking for map control and information. These are why these 2 teams are some of the best. You know, with a great shot to AJ's Insanity with a trade back, but 1,000 denials. Trading back again. It's a 1v2. Chip Bap towards ramp.
They know he was ramp. Where will they end up? Looks like B.
They still go down there. HE is going to give Chip Bap some info, but with all this time left, it could be a fake. Chip Bap not looking at the right direction. Spots one crossing. And I think they should have the info now. Yep. Teammates calling it out. He crossed the site. Bomb has been planted. Now Chip Bap could be going for a save here. It's a 1v2. This is definitely doable, but the money, it's looking a bit shaky here for the Hydras. Insanity at 9,000, Chip Bap 5,000, Boosh 4,000, but AJ and Jamer, they don't have enough money to get a full buy, and this could pretty much make or break the Hydras round. But I want to point out there that the Orochis are going to be winning one round And the only player on the ATL side who has 1 death is Jamer, which is confirmed. Jamer is the reason why Hydras are winning.
Yeah, very interesting save call in my opinion. He knew one of the players was stuck behind Silo, which was definitely information, but understandable save call, I guess.
Yeah, definitely want to take a look into, thinking very far ahead here. ATL franchise known to, really play for the long game. They're not actively going to be pushing for this, not looking for the highlight clips. They're looking for the win, the round differentials. They're looking to set a statement, make a statement, and solidify themselves as one of the top teams here in Elite for the CSC. So this is just a plan in their minds. Play for the long game, play for the stable economy. Bit of a misplay, time movement there from Chipbap and Zinsanity. A bit of a missed molly as well there, I believe, on towards top hut there, but the smoke does extinguish it. Lots of outside utility being pushed out as well here. Boosh and Zinsanity towards Mini. Not a lot of people fighting for outside, but we do have a very fast play from AJ onto Secret. We're going to be waiting. Getting through the smoke there. Boosh getting one onto Wisp. A very lucky shot there onto the Wisp, but we still have AJ making the play.
Gets spotted.
Yeah, Mino does spot them out though, and that's a very fat
Big
HG
nade.
onto Mino. Yeah, down to 50 HP. Right on the money. This chip as well, taking a bit of damage as well. So Hydras winning the trade battle. Only 5 or 2 damage taken off of Zinsanity and Boosh together.
They're grouping ramp, it looks like.
This is where Jamer is going to be
CT's
tested
up 2 here.
Spots the first, gets the first one out, and just needs to play the life. And HG goes out, and that's a huge HG. Jamer touching one of their own here. Cancel very low HP, but Mino's still outside. These T players are very separated. Cancel with the bomb as well. 11 bullets in the chamber and 35 seconds left on the clock. They now know Cancel can just move around, but with 30 seconds left, they have to make a move fast. They have to group together, and they have to push fast. Both Jamer and AJ are slowly leaving the ramp towards B, and this gives Cancel the ability to go towards A if they so please. Look, there's someone under heaven. Pushing over. Mino taking out Jamer and Boosh taking out Cancel. That's the bomb dropped, and AJ already on the lower bomb side as well. Really winning out these fights here. Hydras 5-1.
Looked very uncoordinated from the T's there. They had Minnow down lower, and then the other T player went towards Hell. And I think if he went towards ramp and they crunched them together, it would have been a better shot for them, but didn't work out in the end.
Yeah, Mino was left outside to their own devices, but the rest of the T-sided players managed to just lose their dual sword inner here. They're going to be setting up for another set of outside smokes here. They still have enough money to go for a buy. Max lost one with a couple of bomb plants found does allow the Orochis to really get this plant going in forward.
He's opping ramp.
Yeah, Jamer on the op now. Deep into ramp. This is the first shot going to be taken out. Does ring out. Spots the second, but now getting mollied out here. Gonna be doing a lot there. Gets tagged up and does take another player down with them. That's more than what you can ask for Jamer with that op in a very compromised position. But Zinsanity fast on the rotate, already down. Boosh retaking towards under heaven, clearing out these angles. Not trying to go too aggressive here. Spots the first player out. That's Wisp taking out the AGM of the Hydras team. Winning now here. Zinsanity towards single, but $1,000 baits out the plant. Boosh running out as well. The plant is going to be taken down, or excuse me, going to be planted. Boosh spots one player towards back. Silo gets taken out by Mino as well. They now know where the last 2 players are. One above on rafters and one lower. One that was spotted. Chip spots the player moving over towards blue boxes. And he gets the kill onto Mino. Knows where the last player is. They're coaching on him, and Chip takes them down. Headshot with another headshot back to back. 6-1 now for the Orochis. Or excuse me, for the Hydras, and it's looking like a very solid CT half.
Yep, that was very well played by Chip Bap. He saw where both players were, isolated the fight, and was able to clean up on him. It was looking a little scary. We went from a 4v2 to a 2v2, but CTs were able to bring it back.
And they do take a tactical time out here to really try to think about what is going to be shown here. What's going on around here? We have Jim once again, a very important secondary shot here, and then of course Shipap's incredible double kill here. Yep, just 2 back-to-back headshots there to close out the round there. But the Orochis should be talking about what is needed for them to win out these T-side rounds. And Pookie, I'd like to know, what can the Orochis do?
Oh man, from what I've noticed, at least, is the CTs seem to be very aggressive across the map. So They could try slowing it down. They've thrown outside smokes a couple of times, which I think they've gotten spammed through at least once or twice. So I'd slow it down, see if the CTs will make a mistake first, and then probably either go into outside or just a pop. We'll see what they end up doing here.
Just a little bit of time, extra time there in towards their spawn here. Outside smokes are going to be going out. These are these more standard outside smokes. The ones to just get across secret, not fighting for garage control, not fighting for credit card control, just to get down towards secret. Not the flashes coming in here. Boosh with the timing. Third one crossing through. Almost gets attacked, but Jamer very aggressive after that opening pick, but gets completely demolished by 1,000 denials with a phenomenal peek there. Zinsanity slowly making their way down towards fence, knowing that one might have crossed here. 1,000 denials does have the bomb though. In towards Squeaky, we have one player towards the door, and chip back with the aggression. Mino, just like you said, Pookie, just play a little bit more passive, and they're waiting for these pushes here. Zinsanity already on lower. This rotate has to come in fast, and they're pushing up into a cheeker fast as well.
Looks like they're setting up for A nades.
Yeah, they are. Molly found their heaven here, gets cleared
Very
out. That's
important
pushing
kill.
it out. And Mino takes it out. AJ, it's all left up to Zinsanity, who's on the lower bomb site. There's nothing for them to do here. This should definitely be a save, regardless.
Yeah, I mean, DRG did exactly what I was saying, and ATL pushed through ramp with 2 players, and DRG was just sitting in lobby waiting, and then after those kills, they just went into A pop, and it worked out for him.
I really want to note, though, Jamer's push along with Chip Apps, it wasn't a back-to-back push. It was a timing push. We saw Jamer, after that opening pick, get a little bit too aggressive, a little bit too overheating a little bit. And after that, after Jamer gets punished, Chip Apps waits for a moment. Waits to get the kill, and waits to go for the push here. Zinsanity picks up the kill onto Disco Chimp. It should be taking a lot of damage to the bomb here. Opts a flash over to get away, and doesn't try to get the AK-47 here. So it's Hydras still in the lead 6-2, but the Orochis have found the solution to the Hydras hyper-aggressive CT side here.
Yep, T's now have an op, which I think is probably the first round in the half they've had an op, so we'll see what they do with it.
Gamer had the op a couple of rounds ago where we saw that infamous, double kill in the fire, feeling like all of Meister, but not a lot of utility and almost no head armor for Jamer. So this is a very, very light buy for this AWP, and it should be coming out here. But once again, we saw Jamer have some incredible plays here overall with that op, so it's not like they can't do anything about it. Boosh spamming through to Disco Chimp, and Cancel close by to make sure no one gets into the crevice, into the corner, but AJ is here. Oh, might have spotted the head. Cancel doesn't see anything. Smoke is fading out. No one-way smokes on CS2. One of the biggest factors to play around smokes now in CS2. AJ gonna be tossing another smoke here, but Boosh misses the shot, or excuse me, dodges the shot of 1,000 denials, but Whip picking out Chip back in towards Mini. Boosh with a nice double kill, and Whip is getting aggressive here, spots it out. Nice little jiggle peek by Boosh, and the wide swing again. A triple kill for Boosh. Mino with the trade. You couldn't have asked for more from Boosh.
Yeah, great kills from Boosh there outside, able to shut down what the T's were trying to do. Eventually gets taken down, and now it's a 2v3. Looks like the T's are holding for aggression, which they get. Will they be ready? No.
Yep, Jamer onto Cancel, but now it's an op v op. Mino holding the op, minus 50 HP. And AJ has pushed deep into lobby. A lot of control here, deep into Squeaky. Should hear Mino make a lot of steps here. AJ just threads the needle. And now it's left up to Mino, one of the heavier hitters here of the Orochis. We mentioned their name before, telling them that this is one of the players to look out for. They flash into CT, and Jamer gets the quick scope. A nice double kill off the timing peak from that flashbang. Boosh, the hero of the round, and Jamer, the closers. Hydras are now 7-2.
Yeah, great shots from Jamer there to close out the round. 2 important out shots he hits. T's had an opera who missed a shot, which kind of... you can see the 2 different sides. Whoever's hitting their op shots are winning the rounds, it looks like.
Yeah, Boosh obviously just a monster there, 13-5, but also Jamer had a bit of a slow start there, but once you got that op out, once you put them in a power position, they definitely deliver here. Chip App as well, having a phenomenal game as well as Insanity, and AJ may not be having a lot of frags, but they're having still a lot of impact throughout the game here. It's looking like it's going to be a fast A plays. Insanity close by the Squeaky door. Flash is winging out here. Insanity does pick up the first with the MP9. Does get quickly traded out with a Wisp in towards Hut. Chip out with the kill. 1,000 now onto AJ. A side has been lost. We still have one player in towards the HUD there. That's Chip back picking up the kill, but cancel with the trade back. It's now a 2v2. There's one player towards heaven. Jamer with the. This should be a clear that Mino shouldn't be taking just yet. Wait for that bomb plan to go down, but look at this peak from Boosh. The fast-paced aggression, fastest flank in the West. And Boosh picks up the first. And now they know. Going for a lot of it. Going for a lot of swings out there. And Jamer with the dink, flying USP onto cancel. It's now going to be 8-2 in favor of the Hydras. The Orochis getting slaughtered here on nuke. The Hydras just have everything under the sun working out for them.
Yeah, it was looking good for DRG. They were able to trade evenly coming out onto the A site. Ended up in a 2v2, but just were not ready for that ramp flank, and it ended up biting them.
And it's something that they should really be expecting as well. We saw Chip Bap and Jamer pushing in a couple of rounds ago. We've seen Boosh get aggressive outside. They should know that these Hydras are not afraid to push in and get this info. But they definitely should be aware of the timing, if not aware of the pushes in general here. They do have a buy here. They got the bomb plan last round, but no op. Jamer back in their spot towards ramp up. Boosh aggressive towards T-Red. Another flashbang coming in here. Instantaneous headshot from Boosh. Flashbang does come out there, goes for another swing. And the secondary flashbang, it does blind him up, but doesn't manage to get the frags. Insanity close by to take out Mino. But tag down to low HP. Disco Chimp now looking like they want to peek out Squeaky off of a timing, but nothing so far. Jamer, once again, still here in ramp, holding for this exact peak, holding for the ramp re-aggression. This is such a powerful position for an op, and one swings up, misses the op shot. HE is going to be ringing out there, going for the secondary swing. A nice shot, but cancel. Rips their head clean off, and now the rotates are going to be coming down fast. They should be expecting this now. Molly towards single door, going to be coming out soon. See, that's a smoke. Now Molly towards backside. They're coming out together. Bomb is going to be open. The HE should be doing a lot of work there.
So
but AJ can't get it. Does tag them to low HP, but now they're tagged very, very low. Chip app here, rotating towards vents. Is the only one with very high HP. Oh, and Cancer gets spotted. The leg has been spotted. Those people are going to be swinging out here, and Chip app does get the trade. And this is such a good crossfire between Disco Chimp and 1,000 denials here. AJ has to be making a lot of noise here. And it doesn't matter. Disco Chimp and 1,000 denials hold it down. AJ, the hero of this round, it could be, spots the first, gets the first kill. Has to go for the frag, or excuse me, for the defuse now. Swings out. No time left. AJ gets completely shut down here. The Orochis bring it up to 4 rounds. Closing the gap of rounds, but I think they have the determination left for it. The Hydras very low on funds overall.
Yeah, really what the losing play for that round was that missed op shot on the ramp, and then dying for free. Kind of opened it up for the T's, and they were able to get that post plant.
The ramp is just such a power position, especially if you are an opper. You really want to play your life. You really want to force them to not play for you. That flag does come in. The double MP9 push. Jamer picking up there. Mino and Cancel and Wisp as well as Insanity taking the trade. It's a down to a 2v2. Last round of the half here. And Bomb is going to be going straight down towards lower. And Cancel is just here to try to cut off the rotates. Insanity flashing down towards vents. Who's taken out by Cancel, and now it's left up to Zinsanity in a 1v2 clutch to hopefully extend the lead even further, making it a 93.5. But have to go through Cancel and 1,000 denials. 2 players who have been having a really good game so far.
Yep. Low HP, has a smoke and a flash, no kit, gets shut down.
Yep, immediately shut down. That retake doesn't even begin to get attempted there. We do have 1,000 denials closing out that round with the AWP. An 8-4 half. The Orochis had a nice recovery towards the end. Chained a couple of rounds together, and this is still a workable round overall. This is a very important pistol round for the Orochis to win. If not, the Hydras can even extend their lead even further.
Yep. Getting those last 2 rounds, they should be feeling somewhat better about how the half went. 4-8 is definitely recoverable, especially if they win the pistol round. So this is probably a very important round, as you said.
Definitely should be one if they want to make this an even more competitive game here. This is also where AJ should be coming back into their form, right? It's a new half. It's a piss round all over again. It's essentially just a new game of Counter-Strike. You have to be able to mentally reset and have a lot of impact there. It's looking like a very fast-paced ramp push
Ramp
here.
rush.
HE to take out Squeaky and Chip Bap. I think just pulling an S
Minnow
attack.
3.
But Minnow, oh my goodness, you haven't seen that type of play since Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Boosh does get the kill into cancels. Insanity out here towards Squeaky, playing with the doorway, gets the instant gush, and just trying to play for their lives here. Going for a Boosh, does take out Disco Chimp, does have the bomb, but Mino is still here. An insane triple kill, and Boosh is out towards Trophy, and a a Team Molly coming out here, a recovered Team Molly, excuse me. And it's all up to Boosh now. It's a 1v3. It's piss around. A minute left on the clock. They have a lot of space to work with, but they just don't know it yet.
Definitely a winnable round from Boosh. With 3 CTs up, there are gaps in the nuke defense. It's hard to cover everything without 5 players alive on CT, so if he can find the right space, he could win this round.
And threading the needle once again here, not making a lot of noise. Just slowly walking, clearing out these angles, jiggling as best as they can without making a single step. And they managed to sneak it onto the bomb site now. This is going to be such a huge bomb plant for the Hydras. They do manage to get the first. And going for the swing out, 1,000 denials speaking out from Squeaky doorway, and now Boosh is getting tagged out from both angles. Wisp and 1,000 denials sandwiching this player of Boosh to win out the round. The Orochis 5 and 8 now. But once again, closing the gap, but they're still a little bit far behind. But this is a very important round for them to win.
Yep, able to get the all-important pistol round. I'm sure the T's are happy with the plant on the pistol after the 1v3. Looks like we'll be going into a tech timeout.
Take timeout indeed. I put my book away, so I cannot look at poems at the moment. But I think, excuse me, I think this is going to be a good game overall, right? CT side piss around is definitely a huge factor. Another big important factor is that second round buy. The Hydras managed to get that bomb plant down, so there's going to be a force buy against a force buy, and the T's should be looking like they have the better weaponry. They can afford the Galeos, they can afford maybe even one AK, especially after Boosh got a couple of kills there to afford that AK-47, and we saw what they can do with it. They were powerful on the CT side, and Minnow can also bring out that M4A1S. You want to play to your team's strengths, and if you have a player like Minnow and Boosh, you want to give them the weapons that allow them to do so.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what the T's have cooked up for this round. Looks like they're going 2 techs, Galil, Mac, and then 3 M4s from the CTs. Got an XM and a UMP, so definitely weapon advantage for the CTs here. End up with a scout as well on the T side. Lots of nades as well, so maybe...
Oh, and an accidental
no.
knife onto Jamer. That is not what you want to see on the Hydra side, though. That is very unfortunate. They're looking like they want to do a very heavy utility play. They had a lot of smokes, a lot of flashes, and a lot of different pieces of utility to go for this play. The outside smokes are ringing out here. Insanity holding for the secret push. Let's just slowly walk up here.
CTs have a player secret already.
Yeah,
it's Wisp.
Alright, Wisp, you have to come up clutch here. You have to come up huge here. Flash goes in towards Garage, and Insanity's holding for it, but looks away at the worst possible second. Oh, spots the head now. Insanity has the bomb. And Wisp just manages to sneak away. They now know of one player towards Secret. They know that there should be a couple of players there. Disco Chimp onto Chip Bap trying to sneak out of Hut. And going for an even more aggressive peek there. Boosh taking some damage from that UMP. Taking out the first kill, but Boosh gets quickly traded out here. Oh, and AJ going for the spam. Doesn't get 1,000 denials from the top of the site. Picks up one as well. AJ picking up the first. Can he get the second? He cannot. It's now down to a 1v3. Minnow is very low HP. We do have a player swinging in from ramp, but it doesn't matter. Minnow hitting another headshot. They've really come alive in this second half, especially after that pistol round.
Yep. Very important force by shutdown. T should be forced to save here. They were able to collect all 3 M4s as well, so that's good. It's looking like they could bring it back here, DRG.
Yeah, the gap is still very close by. No bomb plant there down for the Hydras in that round. And so that force spy is just going to be null at this point. Just a couple of pistols. They want to get as much kill as much money as they can within this round. So the bomb plant is going to be very important here. But I think they also want to get a little bit more kills. They want to put the CT economy in a strain, in a strangle, in a stronghold, in a chokehold, excuse me. That's the word I'm looking for. Just so that they have a bit of a better way to play out these T rounds.
Looks like the T's are gonna play it slow, just bait out nades from the CTs, make them waste their money.
It was a good play. Chip App waited for the top solo player to take the first peek, and does spot one player crossing by. Assumes that they spotted him back, but he doesn't know that they haven't. Going for another swing back here. Chip App does look away, waiting for the secret push. That's not going to happen. And AJ is just waiting outside ramp for anyone to try to reaggress. They know how they like to play their CT side. They're assuming someone else likes to play it too. Going for the spam. Cancel onto AJ from ramp. Taking them down. Minnow onto Jamer. Cincinnati slowly making their way out. We have one player towards heaven. Gets completely taken out as well. These Eagles are not doing any work here. And it's all left up to Boosh. The hero of the CT side half cannot do much here. Getting swung out by 3 different players. And manages to lose out as well. The Orochis 7-8 now. 1 round away. But it's now the infamous gun buy. Both teams have enough for rifles. And no op on either side.
Yep. CTs will keep a MP9. I think he was a HUT player, so it's still a good spot for the MP9. Should be no problem there. Maybe they have a strat cooked up for their first gun round. If not, they might just default it up, see what happens.
We have some funny movement happening over there towards the ladder. Outside smoke is going to be rigging out for the Hydras. Flash is going to be coming out too. A bunch of different mollies coming out here, and AG gets smoked off of ramp. Can't see much there, and Ops will just play a little bit further back here. Timing HE to see what they can get, but nothing is going to be ringing out. Oh, and Wisp almost catches the timing for the peak. Oh, and Cincinnati manages to sneak through, but Wisp going for the solo peak, doesn't get it. And Zinsanity gets taken out. That is not a kill you want to give up, Zinsanity. Wisp, a beautiful double kill, and one that the Hydras are going to be kicking themselves for.
Yeah, you really got to get that one if you're Zin. You catch him on the reload, and he still kills you, so it's rough. But Jamer.
Cancel, though. Yeah, does manage to bring one back here. Flash towards mini. Disco Chimp should be ready for anyone trying to walk out of the hut or towards squeaky door. Bomb has been recovered by Chip Bap. They're slowly walking out now. Jamer making a lot of noise, but Disco Chimp is not yet moving. One towards heaven. That's Minnow. AJ and Minnow trading out damage. Chip has the bomb. Door has been blown open, and AJ holding the swing here. Oh, the computer demolished. Chip Bap with a nice kill onto Wisp, but Disco Chimp and Minnow closing out as well. They know where Jamer was lower. Oh, and spots the barrel. Jamer going for the spray transfer. Molly brings out. Jamer cannot get the bomb.
Drops
he
down.
does get the bomb. And they know. Fast rotate coming in here. Disco Chimp fast on the flank and did 1,000 denials.
Nice
managed
nade.
to deny it. A beautiful nade for 1,000 denials to deny the bomb plant down. They have now tied their scoreline 8-8. The Hydras had a very powerful CT side, but it's looking like their T side is just as weak as the Orochis.
Yeah, Jamer had a shot there, definitely getting the plant, but this kill right here from Wisp, that second one, very important in the round. I was surprised that he was able to get the bomb and go down vent. The squeaky player and the vent player were not very coordinated at the end of that round, but they managed to get it in the end, so.
At the end, all that matters is getting the round win, and the Orochis are still going to be very excited about that. Chip Tap, super an aggressive up molly to prevent anyone from pushing, especially with that HE and smoke combination to prevent the T's from pushing out any further. That molly's going to finish out first before that smoke. Then they come back in here, and Chip Tap knows it, going for the spam. AJ getting tagged down as well. Wisp outside here still. Might get caught off guard here. Jamer close by the mini doorway. Doesn't swing out completely. That H is going to do a good amount of damage onto Zinsanity. Yep, tagged down to 19 HP. And Wisp went for the swing again. Zinsanity wants to revenge here. Caught on the reload. He doesn't get the kill, but Minnow through mini. Hydras have just not been able to kill Wisp outside. Even catching them on the reload. Just
twice.
Unable to finish this out. 2 times this has happened. And it could have been the round winning kill. Minnow towards Mini though. Getting the first kill. AJ onto Minnow as well. The trade back, but Disco Chimp is still here, picking up a double kill. Still up to Zinsanity, who gets shut down again. Yep, a good round from the Orochis. A lot of damage given out, but only one player really dying. And so the Orochis are going to be very happy with that one. Hydras now take their tactical timeout. Pookie, what should the Hydras be doing on their T side?
Oh boy, I mean they've only had I feel like one real gun round, maybe two at this point. They haven't done any set strats, it looks like, so probably here we're gonna see something quick or coordinated at least, maybe an A pop or a ramp group. They've gone outside a couple times and it hasn't worked for them, so I wouldn't guess that they'll go for a strat like that again, but I could be wrong. We might see something else.
This A site has been really strong. The Hydras haven't really been able to get a bomb plant down. They also haven't been able to get down towards B. It's a lot of this fight towards outside and in towards the hut side. So the Hydras need to figure out a way to just get onto the bomb site at first. That's the very first step before they even think about getting into post plant positions and winning out the round. They need to be getting onto the site itself.
CTs have an op this round, I think. Unsure where it's going. Lots of nades. Looks like an A rush.
Yeah, Boosh onto the first onto Minnow. That op was down there towards Mini. And to blow the smoke open, the Wisp does find a double kill. Bomb does get planted. And a re-smoke towards Mini. Two players towards Heaven coming out here. Molly to ring them out here. And Zinsanity spots the player out. Cancel is taken out. They now know where Zinsanity was, but slowly repositioning. There's two more players outside of Heaven. One going for a flashbang, going for the re-peek, but Jamer clotheslines Disco Chip. The Wisp towards Heaven gets spanned up by Chip Bap, and 1,000 denials again. Headshot after headshot after headshot. The Hydras win out, tying the scoreline again, getting rid of the lead from the Orochis. And Pookie, you were absolutely right. A set play, a set piece was what the Hydras needed.
Yep, I mean it worked out. They were able to get that entry, which allowed them to take control of the site. The Wisp blown up the smoke double kill looked rough, put them into a 3v3, but they were able to get good spots in post plants and get the kills they needed.
Flash out for Jamer to swing out, making sure no one's getting hyper aggressive here towards outside. A molly to prevent them from pushing forward, but Jamer has the bomb. This is not somewhere where you want the bomb to be. AJ slowly pushing into the smokes though, trying to make their way in towards garage. Since they're taking a lot of damage and the smoke gets blown open, AJ gets caught out. And a good trade by Jamer, but that's the bomb spotted. Another HE to break open the smoke here. This is still not favorable for the Hydras in a man disadvantage.
Two players down secret. CTs do not have anyone down lower at all. And players just now moving.
Yeah, they might have called that out a little bit too late now. Cancel very fast here. Needs to get into a good position. Now they know where Cancel is after breaking that secondary glass, knowing that he's still close by. These doors are going to swing open. Cancel's ready. Spots the player out. Chamber, that's the bomb taken down. And now Cancel hiding behind the silo gets caught off guard. Excuse me. Zinsanity now just has to stay alive. Chip App threading the needle towards ramp. Zinsanity just needs to stay alive and let Chip App do some of the work here. He does pick up the kill. Never mind. Chip App loses the battle. Minnow head on a swivel.
He knows Zin's coming for him.
Zinsanity is going to be avenging their buddy. Let's pick up the first kill, but with 20 seconds left on the clock, they need to recover the bomb, but they need to get it planted now. There's no time to get the bomb and rotate up towards A. They need to get the bomb now, and Wisp is not going to let that happen. Coming from behind, managed to whiff the spray. Wait a second. Oh, but Chip is there.
But they got it.
That was an incredible attempt there by Zinsanity. Orochis once again in the lead again just by one round. Zinsanity had the 360, had the 180 flick back to get that kill on towards single door, and it doesn't work out. A very, very close round indeed, Pookie.
No plant from the T's, which means they're pulling out a scout here. 4 AKs. Both teams are low on money, so this is another very important round. ATL taking a timeout. What worked for him last time was just a set piece. It's hard to do a A-pop with a scout, so I'm unsure what they'll actually do here.
I'm curious as to why Chip App isn't really going for a Galil here or even an AK. You need to have somebody with a little bit more maneuverability. It's a little bit more movement. That scout really only works if you have just Tech 9s and you want to get these tags and have the Tech 9s finish them off. You have AKs. You actually have 4 AKs. So I'm curious as to why they're using it. They definitely could afford a Galil and possibly a little bit more pieces of utility there.
Makes me think he wants to go outside or maybe like peek door. I don't know. He has something in mind for sure, I feel like.
They should be an outside peek for sure, though. Door is definitely very very tight knit angle. That's where you want to have an op. You want to get that one shot kill and get the heck out of there.
Yep, 4-man outside.
And oh, that's a lot of HE or a lot of utility damage onto the Hydra side, and Boosh leading the charge here towards Secret. We do have Wisp who's close by. Boosh is not going to be ready for it. The trade does not come through. Actually, it does. It comes down fast enough, and they know the rotates are going to be coming in fast here. Jamer with the bomb, though. Wants to smoke off towards the left side of ramp. Cancel here towards Dark, but Zinsanity with a phenomenal peek and a double up with the headshot. Zinsanity has gone crazy. Bomb being planted in here. And Zinsanity picking up a third one onto Disco Chimp. Zinsanity has realized they need to step it the heck up. They need to get to their act together and get these headshots. They need to win out these duels. We saw them outside on their CT side, losing a couple of duels that they should have won, and a little bit here on the T side as well. They've woken up. They've managed to get the 3K, and their confidence should be skyrocketing here. Minnow is still here, but opting to save. So the Hydras, once again, it's a 10-10 scoreline. Keep in mind, folks, it's 1st to 13. 12 rounds guarantees you overtime. LePookie, this is such an incredible game, and it's a very close one at that.
Yep, and the CTs will be broke going into next round. The quick outside smokes into 4-man down lower really caught the CTs off guard. They only had one player there and was ready, and then the second player down lower was not able to get a kill, so really crumbled there in that round. Let's see what...
Should be going for a force buy here. They do take a tactical timeout. Loss bonus is not built up at all. They should be going for a force buy here, because if they force buy here and lose it, they're going to have to double save and risk giving Hydras match point, right? I think this is a good tactical timeout for the Orochis, but I think the force buy is a good play.
Yeah, they have 3 players that are probably on a double save. Minnow has the gun. It's a very tough call. I think it looks like they're not gonna buy. It's hard to say what the correct play is for sure here. Either way, it's not good. Either you give up match point, or you go for a bad buy next round. So.
Yeah, but they do have the AK-47 on Minnow, who's been an absolute monster on this CT side. So we're hoping to see if they can keep this dominant performance up. They should be feeding this kill to Minnow, just looking for info and having them trade out. Playing towards Heaven, playing this fast rotator position here. The pistols are setting up for an intense crossfire here. It's hard to clear out both Mustang, and I believe it's Mustang and Prius, I believe, are the 2 callouts opposite from each other there. Get back with a molly and a flashbang to really peek out. Doesn't spot anything, and they don't want to give these pistols anything. They might be assuming that it's a force buy, and so these pistols are going to do a lot of damage in these close range angles.
Yep, T's are taking it very slow, looking for possible stacks or pushes. They know that the CTs are not going to have a lot of money here. Looks like they're setting up for outside.
The outside smokes coming in here. One of the nicer things now that we can drop pieces of utility back in global offensive. Yeah, these outside smokes are going to be ringing out here. This A-stack should not be getting any kills whatsoever, but the fast rotate should be there. Wisp does make a lot of noise to go down, and you know there's one player who broke the vents and managed to make their way down. Or at least it should be said that there's one out there. What comes out
Looks
here?
like they still want to end A.
They do, and a good clear by Chip Up. Minnow onto Zinsanity, AG onto Cancel, and Chip Up again onto Disco Chimp. Minnow is still alive with his AK-47. Minnow towards Heaven. Molly coming out. It doesn't do any damage. Minnow has to go for the save again. It's a double save for the rest of the CT side, and Minnow just has to keep his AK alive. And if I were the Hydras, I'd definitely send one player to go for that hunt, and I feel like that player should be Boosh.
Yeah, it makes sense for the T's to look to hunt here. Will they find him? We shall see, but I think as CTs in that round, either you have to full commit to a stack somewhere with your pistols. I think having a player go lower there kind of doesn't do much for you, so maybe if they had an extra player upper, they could have actually held it because it was a little close in the end. Oh, Chip Up is close.
He's going for the swing here. Clears it out and doesn't manage to get the kill. So that's a kill for Minnow and an AK saved into this next round here. They can actually, Minnow can drop over a gun, maybe burn a little bit of pieces of utility, but they can still drop over a gun and have full guns across the Orochi side. So that's what that tactical timeout was about. They were taking a look exactly at what the economy should be. They were pulling out the calculators. They brought up the pen and paper and did the math correctly. Everyone can have a gun here. This cool champ opts to buy an XM. So they're most likely going to be playing their favorite position towards top putt. The Hydras haven't really been mollying this position, early on in the round.
Yep. If he hadn't saved that gun, the buy looks very different. Oh, looks like it's gonna be fast A. Will the CTs be ready?
But Minnow does pick up 2 kills there. AJ with a team kill, but that's still a kill for Minnow regardless. The instantaneous A play gets shut down there. Jamer as well gets taken out. This is not looking good for the Hydras. A lot of damage onto Wisp. He might have incorrectly called a full save here.
Yeah, I think they were just kind of going back to what had been working for them. They got him on an A-pop earlier, but this time the CTs had 2 players back silo, which I think was different than what they'd normally been doing. So, we're able to catch them there.
Look at Chip though. Fast flanking towards ramp. 1,000 denials is going to be holding for this though. Hopefully looking towards lower. Chip slowly going up the ladder. 1,000 denials is holding for this exact push. But Chip gets the kill. Oh, when the Wisp, or excuse me, Chip cannot get the secondary kill. Minnow and Disco Chimp as well. Swinging out, excuse me, that's Wisp and Minnow. Swinging out to get the kill into Zinsanity. And it's now 11-11. Whoever wins this round not only wins, gets match point, but they end up breaking the opposite team's economy.
Yep. This is another very important round, so ATL going for attack pause. I personally wouldn't be surprised to see them go ramp here. They have not gone ramp once this half, so maybe something they'll lean forward. But outside quick was successful for them before. They just got shut down on a A-pop, so they have many options here.
Yeah, they're taking the time to really think it out here. No ups for either side, but 2 AK-47s for the CT side. So that, once again, that AK, that one-tap headshot potential is going to be huge here. It's going to be good for these anchor players like Minnow, or maybe even with 1,000 denials, and definitely strong in Minnow's hands, who's just been having a great game. 115 ADR, 25-15. They're putting the team on their back, but the Hydras are not looking like they want to stop just yet as well. It's 11-11, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a tough one. And as we head into the beginning part of this round, not a lot of utility for the Hydras.
Outside quick, looks like. CTs are fighting.
Yeah, and Wisp, gets caught off guard, trying to look for the top silo push, and Jamer just getting hyper aggressive here now, pushing deep in towards Secret, making a lot of footsteps here, clearing out these angles, not very thoroughly, but still clearing them nonetheless. There's one player who managed to make their way in towards control room here, and they're going to be doubling up here. 1 opening up squeaky door, 2 towards double doors here, and they get spotted out here. That's canceled, but gets quickly traded out. 1 more towards ramp. Minnow wants a chip bap. 1,000 denials is still here though, towards the left side of ramp. Bomb has been planted. It's a 3v3 retake. We did say that both of these sides are hard to retake, and the 1,000 denials sits in the molly for a little bit too long. And now AJ loses the fight onto Minnow. Minnow wins out that fight really well, and he gets a second headshot. Jamer.
He knows where he is.
It's planted for Jamer himself, but it doesn't matter. Minnow.
Such important kills there from Minnow.
Huge kills from Minnow there. AJ needed to win that fight. Chipbap needed to just play a little bit more passive. This is the round that the Hydras did not want to lose, but they managed to get the bomb plant down, but their money is still not good. Some monstrous play there by Minnow, going absolutely crazy. The Orochis now on match point. Hydras on 11. They opt to go for 1 AK, 3 Galils, and 1 MAC-10. This should be a very fast-paced play. They should not be playing the long game. If you give Minnow the space to rotate around and work around their team, they just absolutely dominate. That's exactly what it is. Flash is going out. Yep.
But they're going ramp. First time in the half.
They're just swinging out here. Lots 1 going out there. We do have 1 player dropping down towards I believe that's J-Hall. Chipap and the rest of the team, Wrestling Company, one out here. They're going to clear out Dark. No, but that's canceled with 1 onto Jamer. Quick trade by AJ. Get down on site. Bomb should be planted here. Chipap taking some space here towards control, towards double doors. 1 player in single door though. And Bomb is not here. Bomb is still on Insanity's back. Making their way here. Bomb is being planted now. They know it. Oh, one towards single door. Making a lot of noise towards event. Planted 4 double doors, 4 right side of ramp here. Safe from single door. Minnow onto chip back. Insanity picks up one onto Minnow. Minnow is solo HP. It's a 1v2. Yeah, 1v3, excuse me. And this is not looking good for the Hydras. They need to come up clutch here. AJ having a quiet game, has to come up huge here. They spotted the head. Oh
There it
no,
is.
the Hydras lost the game. The Orochis, a really phenomenal comeback. And they managed to close out 13-11. The Hydras are not going to be happy with that one. A very, very close game indeed. And one that will be remembered.
Yep, Minnow ends with 30 kills, 30 and 15, 2 KD. I guess there's a reason why he's the highest rated player in Elite right now. So he showed us that for sure.
That was a very, very, rough game to watch there if you are an ATL fan. And just Minnow absolutely dominating. We had the entirety of ATL playing a pretty solid game. But it doesn't matter when the opposite team has just as much of a solid game on top of having a phenomenal player like Minnow, who just went absolutely crazy there. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to be the end from us here at the casting desk. We'll see you guys Monday. Please, thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to join the media committee and help produce these streams, please join discord.gg/CSC. You can also sign up to be a PFA or even wait for this upcoming season as we are heading into playoffs within the next couple of weeks there. But I think, Pookie, if there's anything else you have to say, I think we're done here.
Nah, we're all good. Got a banger of a match. See you guys tomorrow.